So Dad, everybody's been wondering about the background of the 4020, and seems how I caught you at a perfect time to ask, why don't you tell everybody in YouTube land about your 4020?
Well, it's green. It's got 4 tires that's sitting over there.
Okay, and let's talk about the first time you saw this tractor. I believe you were something about, I was just a young child trying to survive my youth on the family farm back in the 20s.
20s?
30s.
Keep going.
35. But no, for real, you saw, Grandpa bought it back when you were in high school or middle school?
It's the 71 model.
It was was it brand new?
Brand new.
So, one of the few 4020s out in the world that are, what, one-owner tractors?
2 now.
2? Yeah. And then Grandpa bought the 4020, and he got that 5-bottom plow. What was that?
516, 7 model plow.
For how much did he pay for
And
them?
the cab, brand new, all of them brand new for $8,500.
And so he bought the cab after he actually had the tractor home?
No, they put it on at the implement before he delivered it.
Before he bought it. Okay. And that was 71. And then you always remembered Grandpa plowing? Say it again.
Plowing with it.
And that was when you were still running the old putt-putts with the 2 bottoms?
M's. An M with a 214.
Yeah.
Trailer type.
Oh, because that's the one with the rope then, right?
What's that?
Was that the one with the rope? Or is that...
Yep.
So?
We had one with the rope and one with the hydraulic cylinder on it.
Right. So you used to plow with 2 tractors, 2 2-bottom plows, and
Yep.
were big farming it back then?
Yep.
So.
365 acres.
Yeah. Anybody that isn't aware of this, this is the farm that my Grandpa Keen bought, owned, whatever, and then my dad actually grew up the next farm that way, and Mom and Dad technically lived across the road from each other, even though it's a long story. My mom never did live here though, did she?
No.
So no, but Dad lived literally just across the road from our current home farm. So, and then that same 4020 is still here. But then what did you all use it for over the years once you started working for Grandpa? Because by then it wasn't the main tractor, was it?
He just chopped with it.
When you started?
He had 4230, but he still put the 4020 on the chopper.
Really? For how many years did you do that?
Oh, probably 3.
Well, he didn't use the 4230 on the chopper?
He did, yeah, after about 3 years.
Really?
Yeah. He would rake hay and with the 4230 and put the 4020 on the chopper. Didn't make any sense to me either, but that's the way he wanted to do it.
Oh, we all know Grandpa's 4230 was his baby.
Yep.
So, then the 4020 from there went... I mean, gradually just worked down the ranks to where because I grew up, I was basically using it for... Well, the biggest thing I remember using the 4020 for when I was growing up is that it was the blower tractor, or the auger tractor. That was the main thing I remember using it for. But even before that, it was for raking.
I always hauled in with it. Hauled inside. After we started using the 4230 on the chopper, then the 4020 was the hauling in tractor. And we had another 4020, the loader 4020 on the blower.
Okay. And then the only reason the 4020, the new 4020, ended up on the blower is because, wasn't it because was it on it before the 4430? Because I remember you used to put the 4430 on the blower, but you kept shearing the pins because the tractor wouldn't give.
Right.
So you end up...
It had too much power, so it kept shearing the pins, so we had to put the 4020 on it. Put the 4020 on it because he bought that 2955. Then I started hauling in with that, so the 4020 went to the new 4020 went to the blower because it has the big motor in it. It's got the 401 in it. And the other 4020 we had the 365.
And what did so the loader 4020 was the blower tractor before that?
Yep.
I remember that one, it actually sped up the unload time, right? Because it kept bogging that one down.
Right. The motor wasn't as big.
Yeah. You say, we used to have 3 different 4020s. That overall, that was all it was, is 3?
3, yeah.
You never. So Grandpa had 3 different 4020s in different variations. He had the one that wasn't one of them narrow front end.
Yeah, he had a 4020 narrow front end. About 5 years after I started working for him, he bought the 4440. He traded the narrow front 4020 off on him.
So Grandpa's owned 4 different 4020s then?
That I know of, yeah.
You say the loader 4020 we never used that much. The loader 4020. But then this 4020 has been around for an awful long time. And then Dad's threatened Ryan and I with death if we ever trade it off after he's gone.
Yep.
So it's probably going to be used to carry him around in the casket. And then once we're done with that, we'll probably take it to the dealership, see what we can get out of it.
Sounds to me like he's planning something.
I wouldn't do that. Because that was the same with Grandpa's H. Grandpa's H was his first new tractor he bought. It wasn't his first tractor. Was it? I think that was why we kept Grandpa's H around for so long, is because he liked it. It was his first brand new tractor.
No, that might have been the first brand new tractor he bought. He had an H before that, but it wasn't. He bought that used.
See, the reason I said, I'm pretty sure Grandpa's the one that told me. That's why he kept it. Because Grandpa bought that new H, and then what he always told me was that he kept it. I mean, I don't think I saw the thing run. Maybe once we used it for back in a hay wagon and out at my brother's place. But other than that, the 4020 is going to be like the new H. It's going to be something that just doesn't go away. Everybody asked me that about the 76, and unfortunately, the 76 is going to end up getting traded off someday. I just don't see it being around for another 40, 50 years. So the 4020 has more of a, I don't know, what's the best way to say it?
Quality.
Quality? I don't know if I want to say quality.
76 will fall apart long before the 4020 does.
Yeah. Well, like we've said about Grandpa, oh, smartass. Well, we've said about Grandpa, yeah, get rid of or do some things around here. We're pretty sure that there are some instances in the past, in the last 4 years, it's been the 4 years since Grandpa's passed, that we're probably done some things here and there, be it big or small, however it is, where Grandpa's probably standing right behind us, swinging his fist, wondering why he can't hit us. But that'll be Dad someday when we go to trade off the 4020.
If I suddenly die, I want an autopsy.
Yeah. I'm not that bad. I mean, the 4020 has its place. I mean, I need a cultivator tractor. I mean, someday if I ever buy a boat, I may need a boat anchor, and the 4020 will, it'll just be a piece of iron that doesn't get used for much by then. So I don't mind the 4020. I do like better creature comforts, but everybody that watches the channel is very much aware that it does get used. We use it for cultivating. We're pretty much maxing it out as far as what we can use it for cultivating, but it was used for, what did Grandpa say? Did you roll your eyes at me?
Maxing it out on a 6-roll cultivator. Give me a break.
Well, at the fertilizer, it gets pretty light on the front end. But then what'd Grandpa say, though, when he used to plow? He used to do all of the ground he had at the time in like a week or something like that. So, I don't know. That's what the tractor needs, is a good workout. So, maybe we need to hook it up to the chisel plow and pull it around the buildings for a little bit.
Don't you have something you should be doing?
There's a lot that I could be doing, but I don't know if I really feel like doing anything. I mean, it's raining out. We could take the 4020 out and see if it rusts in the rain.
You'll fall apart.
We're on camera, so yeah. Say I got evidence. Start talking about that whole autopsy stuff, right? Yeah. Say there's been more than one time in my life where I've been worried about getting killed when Dad gets home from work.
Told Travis one time, see that mother cow over there? Go get that calf. All I heard was Travis. He was screaming like a little girl running from tree to tree.
Hey,
The best part of it is he was so scared, he beat the cow to the next tree.
hey,
Fear is a great motivator. I've always told him that his whole life. Fear is a great motivator. It'll save your life.
yeah, that's true. Because, you know, when you can literally feel a cow breathing down the back of your neck, you really don't have to touch the ground too close to really get moving.
I would
mean,
have gone and helped him, but I was laughing so hard I couldn't walk.
They love you too, Dad. You remember that next time you get run down by the cows. So, all right. I thought everybody would appreciate a small little impromptu sit down with Dad. I tried my new microphone. I really hope this video turns out, and we'll see how that works. So, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Yep. He says bye. Talk to you later.